Okay, so what I would like to do with this video is, because I've already done a rigging video for the main character, I'm just going to use the same rig, and I'm going to show how to take an existing rig and add it to a new mesh. So if you go into when you try to import something, there's you go to file, import. It's got all these options, like different options for different file types like FBX and STL. And what else do we have here? We got OBJ. But if you want like something from another Blender file, then you have to append. In case you didn't know, so you go to append, and I want to go to main character. I'll get the default pose and just double click it, and then it opens up this, I guess, folder with all these other folders in it. And I think I'm just going to grab, let's see what we have here. Let's go to armatures. Is this the one? Okay, so I'm going to go into pose mode. I just want to make sure this is doing all the stuff that I want it to do. So, for example, make sure press period, make sure individual origins is selected. So make sure these controls actually work. If I okay, that armature is not working. So I wonder. Do append again. Actually, before I do that, I'm going to delete things I don't need. So I'm not going to need this anymore, this anymore. Okay. We'll go to append again, and with all these options I have here, I think collections is the one that just brings everything in. So I'm going to try that. Okay, so all this stuff from the the file I imported is under this, is parented under collections.001. So all this stuff that I don't need, I'm just going to delete. And we're alt P and clear parent. No, that doesn't work. With the armature selected, I'm going to go to pose mode. I just want to see, yeah, okay, so everything's working. So all I need to do is everything here I can just delete. So I'm left with nothing but the armature. And in this version, the IK works. I don't have a jacket, so there's a whole bunch of bones I can get rid of. The main character had these bones to adjust the coat in case it overlapped with the underlying geometry. The zombie character doesn't have a coat, so I don't have to worry about it. Get rid of these. That. good. Okay, so what I'm going to do is bring up the geometry like this, and I'm just going to make sure the foot is touching this, the bottom of the feet is touching this green line as close as possible. And at this point, the idea isn't to adjust the model in any way. The thing to do is, well, first, before I, because I moved it up, oh, I forgot to move the eyeballs up too. Let me do that again. Just bring it up again, make sure the feet are lined up with the green line. I'll just nudge it forward a little bit. Okay, so when the geometry is moved, you can go to Object, Apply Location, and that sets everything to 0, 0, 0. So now, instead of adjusting the geometry, we can adjust the positions of the bones. So I'll get rid of these facial ones, so I don't need them. So all I need to do is go to wireframe mode, have the bone selected. Oops. Make sure the bone is selected, go into edit mode, and in edit mode you can go in and adjust all the bones so that they fit. So right now, I guess I should start with this one here. I guess these ones I can't really move. I'll have to just because all these bones are unparented to each other. So the only ones I can affect right now are the ones that are parented. Because if I adjust this to where I want it, then both of these bones follow, which is exactly what I want. I think these ones I can move down to match the level of the knees. Everything here, I guess I can just have to grab and eyeball it. These knees I can shift over. It's just the spine ones that I can't really do anything right now, because if I move it, like, none of these bones are parented to each other, so none of these follow. So I'm going to have to leave it as it is. Unless, actually there is one thing I can do. I can just grab everything. That's actually a good idea. I'll start with these bones here, and I'll bring it to about here. closer to each other. Oh, and as a side note, if you want to if you're thinking of bringing them close together using the scale tool, do not do that because it will, you have to be a medium point, but if you do that, then it actually affects, I believe it affects the scale of the bone. Like if you do this, I could be wrong, but anyways, for all these ones, I'm going to have to start by selecting all of them, literally just selecting everything. Adjusting it like that, so that one pointing down is hip. This is spine base. So I'm going to put it right between these two lines, right here and right here. So I'll bring it up, and then I can deselect all this. And then I can move these ones down. I think I can get rid of these ones. So I got spine 1. So spine 2 can be about here. Deselect those. Spine base, spine 1, spine 2. This one's chest. Deselect that. Beginning of the shoulder bone. So this is the shoulder. I can go about there. Now I'll focus on the head, the neck and the head. So the base of the neck will be about here. So like the middle of this bone will be between these two. And then if I deselect that, I can put this one between these two lines of geometry. This one and this one. Back. So now I have to line up the arms, starting with the clavicle. So analyzing the clavicle, I think the height is okay. The shoulders, let's see from the top. The shoulders need to be moved back, so I'm going to deselect the clavicle. Shoulders move back. Deselect the shoulders. The upper arms need to be about here. From the top. Okay, that looks fine. Deselect the arm. So that could be moved down. I'm going to make sure that this bone is in the middle of this line of geometry. Whoops. I need to grab this whole bone. so, and then same with this. Just the end, so like that. The wrist bone needs to be right in the center of this. Same with this one. Okay, so all I have to do now just need to position all the fingers now. So I guess I'll start with the thumb. The thumb, the base would be about here. I think that's right. This one could be back here. This one's back here. Looks good. Okay, I think that's good enough. Just gotta double check the feet and ankle. Everything here needs to be moved back. Just gonna grab everything. Actually, the ankle position is fine. It's just this, the foot position. Oh, that's okay too, actually. So I just need to make sure, just to be on the safe side, that if I go into pose mode, all of this stuff is not going to move around. So if I go to pose, okay, everything is in place. So all I have to do now is grab the geometry, grab the armature, Control P, and I'm going to select with empty groups. So no paints are painted on the weights, or no weights are painted on the mesh. So I'll go into edit mode, and I'm going to click on this data tab and go to this list of all the bones, and I guess I'll start with hip. So hip is anything below this line. So all this, this, oops. Hit assign, and I'll go to upper leg left. Let's do all that for now. Actually, lower leg. So everything up to this bone. Ankle. so I can go to spine base now. Oops. So spine base is anything above here. So there's the bone, the next bone. So spine base is going to have to be this. Spine one is going to be this. Assign. Oops. So let me just go into weight paint. Okay, that's fine. Spine 2 is anything above this. All this. Here. Here. So chest. It's this, all this. Okay, I guess clavicle is going to affect these loops. The shoulder's going to affect everything after that. So if clavicle is going to affect these two loops, the only thing that it can't affect is these ones, otherwise it's going to go in. It's it's going to look weird. So I have to grab these ones. So these are all affected by the chest. I'm going to assign. I'm going to quickly go into wave paint mode. And make sure I'm not doubling up on any of these vertices. Everything looks pretty good. Back to edit mode. Quickly, shoulder I can skip. Okay. Neck is all this. Head is pretty much almost everything above here except the jaw. So just go ahead and grab the majority of the head. So all that, I'm going to deselect this, the corner of the mouth. I'm going to let that be controlled by the jaw. So I'm going to assign jaw. It's basically this. Oops. This. All this. I just need to make sure I didn't double select anything. Okay, looks alright. Everything's fine except for one piece of I want the jaw to affect the middle or the edge of the mouth. So therefore the head, I can go ahead and subtract here, subtract. Okay, back into edit mode. Clavicle left. clavicle left is pretty much all of this, minus the bottom part. So up to here. So this is clavicle. There's two clavicle left, so I don't know which one I'm supposed to use. So I'm just going to go to object mode, select the armature pose mode, and I want to rotate this. Okay, it's working, which is fine. I guess that's good enough then. Go back to, whoops, edit mode. I'm going to do the other clavicle. First I'm going to try and match here's the other clavicle. Sign. Looks good. Go back to the left side, and I'm going to work on shoulder. So shoulder goes up to everything. Let's call this shoulder. I'm actually missing a piece of geometry. Add that there. Must be missing it here too. Quickly add that in. Okay, so let's try this again. Shoulder is all that. Go ahead and take care of the shoulder right. these fingers. Need to double check something. Basically just this loop. Okay, so white paint mode, classical right, shoulder, upper arm, so I can get the forearm yet. there's all these bones at the bottom here. I don't know what's going on. Anyways, to solid mode. Subdivide it. Okay, I'm going to give it a quick save. And I just need to check if all the bones are working properly. So I'll start. I just want to double check the fingers first for some reason. Make sure you press period, make sure individual origins is selected. Oh, come on. Solid mode. Okay, the fingers look fine. I guess I should just make sure all this works. That looks pretty good. Oh, something. Oh, I didn't get the thumb. How did I miss the thumb? Edit mode. So I'll go to waypaint mode. Go to data. Oh, I didn't do the thumb. My mistake. So, thumb. The thumb base is all this. Just that one loop. Thumb 1 is from here to here. And lastly, thumb 2 is that. Okay. So now, if I go to solid mode again, there's a weird deformation there. I don't know what's causing that. I'll check that in a bit. I'm just going to check 2 legs. Looks good. That looks fine. Looks okay. Just double check the jaw. It's fine. And I should double check the shoulder and clavicle on this side just to be extra safe. Looks good. I just have to get that piece of hand that was deforming. Not sure what was causing it. So go back here. Subdivisions to 0. Wireframe mode. Give this a quick save. And weight paint mode. So if I go to data, I'm going to go all up the forearm. Forearm looks good. What am I missing? Oh, I think it's, is it that? Wrist. Let me go back. Oh, there's two bits. There's one right here, and there's one right here. So those aren't affected by anything, which means I missed it. Weight paint. Ah. Was it that? Wrist is not affecting it, and thumb base is also not affecting it. I think wrist has to affect both, because the thumb base only affects this loop, so these must be affected by the wrist. So subdivide. Let me do a quick save. And pose mode. Okay, it looks fine. So I think the rig is good. Next thing I want to do is I want to do some really basic animations, and I want to do that as quickly as possible so I can import it into Unreal. And there's some cool tests that I want to do, which have to do with shooting the gun and hitting different body parts, because I want, my aim for this video is to, for different animations to play depending on which part of the body the player shoots. So if, just say, the player shoots the right shoulder, then it plays an animation where, you know, the shoulder sort of like flies back or whatever. If it shoots the head, then the head like tilts back, and then I want to make it so that it does a ragdoll or whatever. Because if you shoot I'm assuming if you shoot a zombie with a shotgun, then if you shoot the head, then it's pretty much over for the zombie. I'm guessing. I don't know what the technicality of a zombie is, but that's what I'm gonna do. So the rig's done. It's time to animate. Okay, originally, I wanted to do some animations after I rigged this up, but instead, what I did is I broke this up into different parts. So just say the player shoots the head, then the head like explodes because it's a shotgun, right? So like the head will disappear. So I broke it up. There's like scenes, but it's probably not going to be very noticeable in the game. So the arms are, you know, separate parts, and the legs are separate parts as well. So all I need to do is I've already parented the head and the torso. So before I cut these up, I unparented the entire geometry from the armature. Um, but even if you unparent it, it maintains the information. So just say, first I'll set all these to 0 for the subdivisions. So let's just say I turn on the armature and I start to play with it. Because the head and the torso is reparented, those are affected. But as you can see, I haven't parented the arms and the legs yet. So if I grab the two arms, two legs, and then click the armature, Control P, and select empty groups. Even though I'm selecting empty groups, all the weight pane information is still stored. So if I select the armature and go to pose mode, and I move things around, as you can see, everything follows. So I don't have to like repaint weights again, because that would be, thank goodness, because that would be extremely painful. But I've made it so that all the seams like match up perfectly. So everything fits nicely together. So I'm just going to go, actually I should also parent the eyeballs, but before I do that, actually I'll go Control P, empty groups. So I'll go to edit mode. Select the head and assign. Do the same thing for the other eyeball. Go to edit mode. Select the head and assign. I'm going to set all the subdivisions to 1. So if I select the armature, go to pose mode, just say I rotate the head, make sure individual origins is selected, and the eyes follow. There's a bit of weirdness in the neck. What's causing that? Neck, head, No, that's fine. It looks right actually. Oh, this is. I don't know why it's doing that. There's something wrong here. Go to waypaint mode. Neck. Head. Fix now. I just had to repaint some stuff. Repaint some weights. Everything looks pretty good. I'm not going to animate anything today. All I'm going to do is I'm going to first I'm going to save this. And usually when I export all this into FBX, I do like one default pose. This one's going to have multiple default poses. So I guess I'll save this again. I'll save as default pose. But I have to export each of these one at a time. So this one's just going to be the head and the armature. So export FBX. So FBX, this one, zombie default pose. But at the end, I'm going to put head. After that's done, I'm going to select the torso and the armature. This one will be called torso. The next one will be arm left. Export FBX. Arm left. Do the same thing for the arm right. Do the same thing for the leg left. And same thing for the leg right. Okay, so I'm just going to say this again. Okay, so I've got my Zombie Hunter project opened up in Unreal. So I've got Clint opened up. So I'm going to go into the shoot function, and if gun is equipped and gun is up, So this is the shooting, the shot count. I think there's yeah, there were 6 shells. It counts down, and it's the gun pump animation after. But before all that, I need to go into my other project, and I'm going to copy and paste this here. And I'll just paste it way over here. Because I don't need my other project anymore, I'll just go ahead and close it. Okay, so I'm going to do a sequence. And I need 6 of these. So if you don't know what a line trace is, you pick a starting location. So I'm using the camera get world location. So the starting point is the center of the camera, and then the end is the starting location plus forward vector times 10,000. So it's the camera location forward 10,000 units. That's the end. So I'm going to make this as small as possible because I need 5 of these. So I'm going to go ahead and create sorry, I need 6 of these. And I'm going to plug all these in to the line traces. The reason why I have 6 is because I need each one is looking for a different body part. So maybe the top one is looking for the head, the one below it maybe the torso, so on and so forth. Okay, next thing I need to do is I need to go to project settings, type in trace, and new trace channel. We'll call this zombie head. By default I'll do ignore. Ignore. Zombie arm left. Ignore. Zombie arm right. Ignore. Zombie leg left. Ignore. And zombie leg right. Ignore. So all these that I just created, I just need to specify these in each of these. So the first one will be, I need to compile first. Now they should show up. Okay, so this will be zombie head, zombie torso, arm left, arm right, left, and leg right. Okay. So next thing, I'm going to go to, I want to right click and create a, let's see, where was it? User interface. No, not user interface. Blueprints. I should close all these. Okay, right click, blueprint, blueprint interface. We'll call it shoot zombie underscore BPI. Double click to open it. So this will be, so it already has one function. I'm going to rename it shoot zombie head. Create one more. Shoot zombie torso. Shoot zombie arm left. Shoot zombie arm right. Shoot zombie arm or leg left. Shoot zombie leg right. So I'm going to compile. I'm going to go back into Clint. So all those that I just created, I'm going to call them up now. But first I need to do a branch. Make sure this is true. Make sure that zombie head is hit by the line trace. Once that's true, we'll go shoot zombie head. Branch. Shoot. Oops. Zombie torso. Branch. Shoot arm left. Branch. Shoot arm right. Branch. Shoot right left. And branch. Shoot leg right. Okay, compile. Oh, what's, oh, I think I know what it is. think I just need to plug this into I would hit actor. I think that was the problem. If I compile, okay, it's all good. I need to go back into content folder. Oops. Create a new folder called zombie. Oops. I need a models folder. Animation folder. The blueprint folder. So first things first, going to import the 6 zombie body parts that I exported. So the default pose, arm left, arm right, head, leg left, leg right, and torso. Just select all of them. Open. This window pops up. Don't really change anything. So just click import, and that's going to take a few. Okay, so everything's imported. I just want to mention one thing. I actually made a mistake in the file where I detached all the geometry. As you can see, this is the armature that I imported from the player character, and it was originally called Clint Armature, but I changed the name to Zombie Armature. As you can see, all the bits of all the parts, like the head and torso, leg, arm, it's all listed here, but the actual parts are down here. So in order for everything to export properly, I had to grab all these ones down here and dump it inside here so that they're all in one place, and it has to be under the collections .001. So this is the one that I appended from the Clint file. Now everything's imported properly. So I just wanted to point that out. Okay, I'm going to save all that. And I'm going to go into the zombie blueprint folder and create a blueprint. And I want to create an actor. Doesn't need to be character or pawn because it's not going to be possessed. It's going to be an NPC, a non-playable character / AI. So actor zombie VP. And I'll just open that up. So first, I'm going to go back to my models, and I'm going to look for the torso skeleton. Oops, so this is the wrong one. Not the leg. Torso. Okay, because I'm going to make the torso the main rig or the main armature. So here I need to make some sockets. So first one is make it make a chest socket. A chest socket. There's a chest socket. We're at the okay, here we go. Head socket. Okay, I'm not going to deal with sockets at the moment actually. I want to keep it simpler for this tutorial. First I'm going to add the skeletal mesh to the blueprint. This one's going to be torso. I'll be at the very top. I actually should add a capsule component. Oops. I'm just checking some of the settings for the capsule component for the character. Local skeletal mesh will be zombie torso. So it's all the way up there, but I'm not going to worry about that right now. First I'm going to get all the parts in. So it will be head, oops. Oh, it's missing an eyeball. Probably just need to flip the faces, or the normals I mean. Go back here, models, re-import the head. Okay, the eyeballs back. Add oops. And one last one. Flag right skeletal mesh. And everything's too big, so remember everything was scaled down. So the mesh for Clint was 0.58 scale. So I'm gonna make all this 0.58. And with all of it selected, I'm gonna rotate all of it. Go to the right view. And make sure the feet is touching the very bottom of the capsule. That's good. So, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to add box collision. And this one will be make it the torso. Torso collider. Oops. Bring it up like this. I'm going to go to collision settings, custom. This is blocking zombie torso. It's going to ignore. So just as a test, first I need to go to class settings and in interfaces. I'm going to add shoot zombie BPI, compile. That way I can access all this stuff here. If you remember the BPI that I just created, the character on the receiving end has to go into class settings and you have to add it here. So Clint is the one sending the message and the zombie is receiving the message. So here I'll put shoot zombie torso. That's not it. Shoot. Okay, so it's the red that I'm looking for. So if this is red, then set visibility of torso skeletal mesh to invisible. Compile. Okay, so I'm going to go back here, make sure my level is open. Save selected. Here's my ugly landscape. zombie right here. Okay, so if I press play, oh, I guess I need to look at my gun first. So my gun. My zombie is in the ground. That's okay. What am I worried about? Oh, I don't have a reticle. I should create one. If I shoot. Okay, this capsule components. It's ignoring all the body parts, which is good, or all the traces. I should create a reticle. Contents. New folder, UI. User interface. Widget blueprint. User widget. Let's call this crosshair underscore WBP for widget blueprint. Open that up. I need a canvas panel. And in that canvas panel, I need an image. The anchor is going to be center. And I don't know what value the center is. So -50. Size. So back to Queen BP. Actually, I have a feeling that's really small. Then graph, then begin play. Add. Create. Use this one. Crosshair and out of here. To viewport. First I want to make sure the zombie is on the ground. Looks like he's floating in midair, but whatever, that's not important right now. So now I have a little square in the middle, so I know where the ray trace is going roughly. So I just need to walk up to this guy. Go back here. Sequence. And string. So if he shoots and he hits the zombie torso, it's going to say hello on the top left. It does say hello. It says hello again. So this is working. It's just that oh, I forgot to. That could probably help if I just turned off visibility. Try that once more. So this game, it seems like it's going to be a precision shooting game. It's not going to be a really fast-paced shooter like Doom or something. So I get the torso. There we go, it disappears. Exactly what I want. So I'm going to save all. Okay, first I need to get the capsule selected. Gravity is enabled. I'm wondering why it's not falling to the ground. Check codes. Enable gravity. Maybe I don't know why it's not working. Anyway, that's not important at the moment. I need to create more colliders, so I'm just going to copy paste. This one will be head collider. I'll just move this up. Make sure I select zombie head. Duplicate this. This will be on left collider. And oh, I made a mistake. It's going to block leg left. This one's going to block leg right. Okay. Make sure I have all the right collisions here. Okay. Compile that. Okay, so I need to get event shoot head, event shoot, oops, arm left, event shoot arm right, event shoot leg left, event shoot leg right. Okay, so for the head, set visibility. Oops. Just have to make sure these are all unchecked. Okay, hopefully that makes sense. So in the Clint BP, every time the player shoots and it detects either one of the any of these box colliders that I created, then it's going to trigger the according blueprint interface. So like it shoots on the BPI. It's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different body parts, and depending on which one gets hit, it sends a message to set the corresponding body part. But for the head, there's one extra thing that I would like to do. Which is so it does the first thing. It makes the head invisible if the head gets hit. But I also want to simulate physics in all the meshes because they're all overlapping each other. So physics is simulated for all of them. And also all of them are set to ragdoll. So what this basically is for each one of these skeletal meshes, under collisions, there's a ragdoll option. Right now there's no collision. So I'm going to compile that and try this out. First I'm going to bring this all the way down. I'm not sure why gravity's not working. And I'll create another one. So I'll turn these around. 180. Whoops. I'm going to move this over so anyway. I'll keep it nice and spaced apart from the other one. Okay, so if I hit play, grab my gun. first I'll see if I can get rid of some of these limbs. Oh, that got rid of 3 limbs. Wow. This one I just want to see if the head disappears and does the ragdoll. If not, then no biggie. Come on. The head. The ragdoll works. Not completely. It's really strange. Maybe ragdoll's not such a good idea. I don't know. I think maybe I won't use ragdoll for the future. Okay, I think I'm going to cut it off here. I think it proves my point that you can affect. There is a way to affect different parts of the enemy. Usually, if you don't have colliders with different traces, let's just say this one here, zombie leg, right? Then basically what these blueprints do is it almost treats the entire thing as like one big collider sometimes. So you really have to know how to differentiate, how to like break everything apart and assign it the right colliders or traces. So that was the main point of this tutorial, but yeah, I'm going to continue to develop it. I'm going to add sockets and make it so that all these colliders follow the bones and everything. So yeah, it's going to look, hopefully it's going to look better. So yeah, so please stay tuned. Okay, thanks.